Stop telling us to leave our Antiwork, that's stupid. I'm really starting to become convinced that many, not all, but many, people who keep saying, just leave the sub, let it die, blah blah blah, are literally just conservatives, plants who've come here to try and fracture the labor movement. There was a brief moment earlier today where I was so upset about all that's happened with the interview and the mods that I actually started to buy that crap. But then I thought about it for like 0.10 minutes and realized that starting a new sub or leaving this sub to let it die are just terrible ideas. However, I'm not the only person who took the bait. I've seen people who genuinely seem to be part of this movement, but have been convinced that this sub is dead. I'd just like to remind those people that we are the movement. We're obviously in agreement that the interview was terrible and that the mods needed replacing. Well, the mods have been replaced, so why is there still an issue? We should definitely keep our eye on the mods in the coming days, but I see no reason to refuse this new mod team a chance to do things right. Yes. Let's hold community mods accountable. Yes. Interviews should be handled very differently in the future. I saw someone mention earlier the idea of reverse AMA, where reporters ask questions and we give our own replies. Then top voted comments get chosen as the answer to the question. I personally love this idea. But really, can we please get back to what this sub is about? Let's focus on the labor movement, workplace abuse and oppression, and help our fellow workers. Edit. I appreciate the award. I'm honored. This is the biggest one of my posts has ever gotten in this sub. 3 But please, for the love of all that is good and holy, for the love of God himself, do not give your money to Reddit just to give me an award, LMAO. Save it so we can make a community fund to help striking workers or something. I'll stay in both. The followers are what matter, not the mods. I do like redundancy for when mods go rogue. It could happen on the other sub as well. Can we get the 21-year-old to stop doing interviews on our behalf at least? The sub is not the movement. The sub is a bunch of people on the internet. The movement is so much more than that. I can see the case for starting over, but I think it would quickly devolve into the same thing with the same problems having the following that our Antiwork has is a big deal, but let's not pretend like this forum is anything more than that. Yes, it has some sway in the real world, but it is not the spearhead of a labor movement. It's just a subreddit. Eyes forward, cut out the cancer, and keep marching ahead with righteous fury. This whole ordeal has made me decide to join the subreddit. Us workers need to stick together and fight against the rich and their lapdogs in media and politics with solidarity and unity. Literally see individuals in massive companies and political parties having insane scandals every day, and both the company and political party keep chugging along. One interview and it's shut it down. Come on now. The career lie has been exposed by COVID lockdown. People were able to stay home, take a breath and reflect on what the hell it's all about. Companies are just using employees to harvest revenue. I know. I owned one. I just sold it and went galt. I'm out. Just join both. The second sub blowing up is the silver lining of this misadventure. Makes it easier to push issues you're interested in through 2 huge subs versus just one. I didn't realize that subscribing to a subreddit was equivalent to joining a membership organization with a platform and elected leaders, etc., and that I should feel that the subreddit's moderators in some way represent me. I thought the mods were like janitors? Who are they? I didn't vote for them. I thought this was a message board thingy. Huh? Exactly. I've never seen so much infighting here over trivial shit as I have seen here over the last 48 hours. All of the doxing, talking about the mod's private life etc. are pretty much all divisive techniques used to fracture the community. It doesn't bring us closer to fixing labor problems internationally. It just gets people arguing over shit. Besides, it doesn't really matter anymore. The mod is gone. Fuck Fox News. And fuck any media organization that wants to use this subreddit or random Redditors to further their narrative. Let's get back to fucking business. Agree. Fuck Fox News, keep going. And unionize. Yeah, the few people I've seen promoting other subs are less than month-old accounts who post twice elsewhere and then went hyperactive over the mods. There's a whole web of watered-down subs they're trying to spin us off into. Stay here. Solidarity. Work slow. Or work fast. Go home early. And clock out later. I prefer Antiwork because there are some super left ideologies I'm exposed to that I wouldn't have been otherwise. I don't always agree with them, but reform seems like a neoliberal, please sir may I have a few more dollars type of group. Being anti-work is not just belonging to a sub, it's a way of life, you live it in your being. Frankly, I'm fine with people leaving who are against the anarchist, anti-capitalist, anti-work philosophy of this place. If all you want to do is reform work, go to that sub. That's not what I'm interested in. Letting a handful of pricks ruin a sub with 1.7 million users that has caused impact on the way employers view labor is ridiculous. Amputate the cancer. Carry on. This is typically a good sign. It means we're scaring them. Historically, people in power with the most to lose will do almost anything to weaken or sow doubt in the first sign of an actual threat to their status. To be clear, when I specifically said it's legit to leave if you don't like it, I was responding to someone calling for the whole sub to be shut down. On the internet, people vote with their feet. If someone is so upset they want to kick out 1.5-ish million people, they should be the one to leave. Having a mod leave, and then add their day-old alt account as a mod on the very same sub is bound to cause trust issues with users. Crowdfunding for striking workers is a really dope idea. I love it.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Eracast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.